Brodie, and whatever you do, you've got to take a look at this one. Because this is something, even as the largest retailer of colored gemstones in the U.S., the largest importer of colored gemstones in the U.S., we do not, and I've worked here 18 years, we don't offer 4 carat solitaires in London blue. Oh my gosh, they've already put a clock on the screen because you know what? We don't have a ton of these. That is a 4 carat solitaire in the London blue. And if we stopped there, it would be amazing at $179, but we didn't. We're also giving you black spinel on this split shank setting that you would swear is black diamonds. Then on top of that, we have framed it in the white zircon that again is the closest of any gem, natural or synthetic, to imitating the look of diamonds. And we sent this out, we had this independently appraised, and the lowest appraised price was $425. So when you look at this, and again, lowest appraised price was $425. We were supposed to do it at $199 today, and only today, because it is 4 minutes or sell out on this one, we're doing it at $179. Blue Topaz is the #1 best-selling stone in America, but this takes it to a whole new level. This is the most sought after, the most coveted, the most expensive of all of the varieties of blue topaz. Did you ever wonder why you can walk into a retail store and you can see Swiss blue? You can walk into a retail store and you can see sky blue. You don't see London blue in the retail stores. There's a reason. There is a small percentage of all of the topaz that's mined in the entire world that can be this beautiful color. And then even a smaller percentage that will be this size. They're telling me right now we still have 5 through 10, but size 10 is now single digits. Size 9 is now single digits. I'm gonna show it back with the earring if we have any of those earrings left. It's a beautiful combination. But to be able to get the #1 best-selling stone. Oh, the earrings, we have 30 left, so good luck to you. But get it in its most value, most treasured variety. I can remember years ago. You know, this is the good thing about being here 18 years. You can kind of, you know what you've done and you know what people have responded to as the #1 importer, the #1 retailer of colored gems in the U.S. And our buyer who buys for Carol actually has always bought our gemstones. So I'm gonna say it was probably about 15 years ago, we launched a today's special, a 1 carat. Now this is 4 times that much. 4 times just in the London blue, but we launched a 1 carat today's special in London blue, and a 1 carat was well over $100 for a 1 carat. Every time a stone goes up in carat weight, it's not like, oh, if you buy a 1 carat for 100, then a 2 carat's 200. No, 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 no. It goes up exponentially, just like diamonds do. When you go from a 1 carat to a 2 carat, it's not like it doubles in price. It may quadruple in price. Same thing with colored gemstones. I'm gonna let Carol tell you about this one, because Carol, we now have under 150 of these left. It looks like they will all sell out.
And I so get it, because this is such a ridiculously beautiful ring. I call this ring London's Calling. One, because of course we have the beautiful London blue topaz, which Connie has. I mean, she is the gem expert of all experts, and she's a lover of London blue topaz. But also because this ring was inspired by a magnificent sapphire and diamond ring that sold in London at Sotheby's auction house last year. I so fell in love with this ring, but what I fell in love with was the complete Art Deco nature of the ring, where you have these gorgeous black spinel. Oops. There we go. We have the gorgeous black spinel gallery. Then you have this white zircon, colorless white zircon. Remember, if you've just tuned in, colorless white zircon is equal in its look to colorless white diamonds. Colorless white diamonds are so beyond rare, they're known as D-flawless. Every zircon is colorless and white. Now, I want you to take a look at this. What I so love about this ring, of course, you've got the wearability. You have that cigar band, amazing comfort. But you know what this ring reminds me of? You know, every time you look at a piece of jewelry, you say to yourself, it reminds you of something, right? You keep looking at it. Well, this actually reminds me of the Titanic. You know, the Titanic was the most elaborate ship of its era, built in 1909. And I look at this ring and I think it's so grand, it's so opulent, it's so decadent. It literally is like the Titanic of rings.
It is.
And then, of course, I remembered the Heart of the Ocean, which was magnificent. Blue gemstone, that the blue sapphire that the entire movie was about. And this is just bringing me to an era of opulence, a timeless heirloom piece of jewelry, being able to own the lens in blue, which to be able to own a 4-carat lens in blue gemstone, you know, that's, I have to be honest with you, that's not very much different from saying it's a 4-carat sapphire in terms of its actual rarity.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, you know what? If you are on board, they're telling me you're going to get this. I believe size 10 is sold out. Okay, there's 5 left in size 10. There are 3 in size 9, and now there are 5 in size 5. These are all going to go. Every single last one will go. If you are on board, you're going to get this one. I'm going to show it one more time, back with the matching earrings or the companion earrings, where you get 6 carats of London blue. We have 20 of those earrings left, but this ring, this is an opportunistic buy. It really is. Quite frankly, in the nearly 7 years that Carol has been here, I have never been able to offer you a 4-carat London blue at any price. But to do it at $179, we're going to